Updated on Thursday, March 10th, 2025 at 1:16 a.m. A new book I'm working needs proofread in process. Rib, parentheses or dog night out, close parentheses, dash, the Shepherds of Alaska. Also known as Shepherds of Alaska. Chapter 61. Why are you eating so light? I'm a cop, and if I pig out, I won't be able to fit in my uniform. You're a cop? Lady Shelby said, adjusting her name badge that just said Shel. No, I'm just joking. I'm not really a cop. I was a guy that was just released from the hospital for hypothermia on the news, see? Remember me? You recognized me earlier. You're that guy, that Archie guy. Archie Rector, that's my fake name. Huh. No, I'm just joking. That's my real name. I'm Archie Rector. It's my real name. So you were just interviewed on the news? Yep. Just today? Well, over the last few days. The Iceberg Herald is doing a piece on me, and a few TV news teams as well. Really? You're kind of like famous. Her head was up. Yep. Cool. When did it happen? I'm kind of hazy right now. Shep tossed another chip in his mouth. Crunch. I'm really impressed. What? How? How did you get involved in an avalanche? Shep let out a yawn as he sipped on his large iced tea. Ding, ding. The bell let her know. She ran to the open window by the register station and grabbed a plate of food, which held the dog sandwich that Shep promised to his best friend. The news continued to blare on the TV JVC flat screen attached to the wall above them. That's you. She said, setting the plate of food for Shep's pet, Buster the dog. This is for your dog. What name did you name him? This is Buster. Oh yeah, Buster, he likes it. He loves grilled chicken sandwiches, bread and all. I put a hint of mayo on it, pickles, lettuce, tomato, and toasted the bread. Cool. He's chomping it down. The dog inhaled the grilled chicken in one snap. Boy, he got a big appetite. He sure do. The two possible lovebirds talked and talked as the dog chewed the chicken and the cop on administrative leave, escaping his accusers from the Fort Worth, snacked as time ticked and the TV news lied, and they continued with conversing as his chips dwindled in the salty basket and the salsa remained still as an untouched pond of thick red wine, and they continued to watch the news with the new lady at the Fairbanks dinner table. I go by Shelby. My name badge says Shel. My husband's a billionaire. I'll tell you about why I'm here later. So you're a cop? Nope. I was joking about that. I work in transportation. She stood nearer. What kind of transportation? He dipped a chip in the salsa. The online kind. I'm kind of secretive about it. I see. So your dog likes chicken sandwiches, and you like chips and salsa. Nothing else for you? She stared at his basket of salty Tostitos while lightly nipping her bottom puffy red lip. Not right now. Maybe some more tea. He pointed to his extra-large plastic cup that read Fairbanks Diner. It was a to-go cup. Okay, 1 sec. She left the table, and Shep tossed another chip in his mouth and stared at the bowl of red salsa. I'm gonna top that off for you, she said, returning with the jar. Lady Shelby filled his plastic white to-go cup to the brim and then sat across from him next to Buster the dog. He sure is cute. He likes to be pet. She groomed him with her personal plastic pick comb from her own pocket, and the dog slobbered on her cute blue and white tailored outfit for Fairbanks kitchen staff. She kept the comb in her apron for visiting dogs. German? Shepherd, they call him, Shep told her. Lady Shelby returned her plastic pet comb back to her light blue apron pouch. Man, that's uncool as hell. I just washed this, she said, drying the salvation with a white kitchen rag. Part of her curtly died inside for a sec, and then she came back to life. The news continued to scroll on the TV screen above them as if they never existed in the first place. Maybe Shep once existed, but that was a long, long time ago. Shep's past was a winding, hard road, but now he was merely here in the coldest state of our country, hired to vanish. Once lonely and now partially fulfilled, a possible hero. Let's talk about the avalanche, she insisted, patting her apron, signaling for an upcoming treat. I was stuck under there for nearly 20 minutes, some say 30, and the entire time I was listening to David Bowie's Space Oddity. It was playing on my iTouch. The snow weighed me down, and I couldn't even lift my arms to take the earplugs out. Why, wow. So, do you have the earbuds still with you? I wish. They were actually wired earbuds. Pods. Okay. Wired? AirPods. Oh, yeah. They were stuck in my ears under the ice and snow. I nearly suffocated David Bowie's all-time bestie, Space Oddity. Ever heard it? Well, it was stuck in my ear as a little red ant crawled on my face while I was nearly frozen under, some say, 70 feet of snow. I was 20 feet under the ice and snow, some say 70. Space Oddity. Funny. Avalanche kills you and ye forces overcome ya to listen to glam rockin' to death. Ha ha ha. Lady Shelby giggled after the British comedy escaped her lips like a demonic force from the UK empire known as the BBC. I barely know how to operate the iTouch, still learning. It's back at my cabin near the reservoir, about a mile or so from the accident. I didn't bring it. He reached in his jacket pocket and turned up only air and closed his hand and tossed another chip in his mouth with the other free hand. The dog groaned. She watched the TV and then to him. You could have died. Some say it was a miracle. I want to change the subject. Really? To what? Not to the avalanche. But I wanted to tell you about a memory book I'm reading. Memory? A memory book. It helps you remember things. Also, you can turn numbers into letters and make codes, and you can make stories out of numbers or letters and even begin to talk in code. It's like a secret language. She turned to his dog and then to the TV and back to Shep, smiling. Shep pulled out a small paperback in silver and blue. The title of the book was called The Memory Book. It was frayed on the edges with light browning and ashy stripes. Look at my hands. Shep held up all 5 fingers of his right hand. He held all 5 fingers high in the air and then brought his soft but tight open hand to her face, his palm out, all from his right hand in the air, and spread each finger and thumb apart, stretching his palm and showing an extended hand to her, a 5. He was specific about the sign he made with his fingers and thumbs. All 5 fingers. Okay. Now, what does that mean to you? 5 fingers? True. But look again. Look at my thumb and my index finger. Look at the shape it makes. What? That is the L. See? He widened his fingers and thumb. See it? See the L shape? Oh, yeah. Cool. So 5 fingers means L. Right. Watch this. Shep made the sign language for the sign. For M. That's M, she said to him. Correct. But look again. He rose his 3 fingers, making the number 3. So it's a 3. M means 3. This can go on for quite a bit of time. Watch this. Shep made the universal sign language sign for N with his left hand and fingers. That is an N, she said, mimicking his hand with her hand. She said, mimicking his hand with her hand. Correct. But watch this. He took his fingers away from the form of the N and lifted them, making a peace sign. She noticed freshly dried blood on his knuckles. Oh, wow. 2, right? N means 2. Oh, I see. You're turning letters into numbers, and vice versa. You can speak in code this way. Watch this. He took a pen from his Carhartt flannel light tan jacket pocket. It was his big ink pen. He took a napkin from the table and wrote the number 8 on it. Okay, that's the number 8. So, she said, watching him finish the drawing. Okay, watch. That is really F. Okay, huh? Look, it's the closest to a cursive F, see? Oh, cool, she said, darting her eyes from the napkin to the TV set on the wall and back to Shep. It goes on and on. These guys sold 2 million copies in print, the memory book by Harry Lorraine and Jerry Lucas. They're genius. Cool, she said. So what's a 7? That's my favorite number. Watch this, he said while writing the number 7 on the other side of the napkin. He held it up and turned it around upside down. The 7 is a K, see? He showed her the image inside the K that looked like a 7. Wow, isn't that cool? The TV news turned to a Tide commercial. The dog's tongue hung out. And he smiled, and the small drop of salvation landed on her shirt. She reached down and itched her ankle again. She spotted down with a pen to her ivory-colored seamless Jeffrey's tutu ruffle sock and craved the itch with a retractable plunge. Cool. Isn't that cool? Shep said and peered at the TV set with her. Even the dog twisted his head around to watch the next commercial. Then the news. Then another commercial, and Shep taught her the codes within the memory book. The moon would escape a set of silvery-colored clouds hinted by a golden blood-red moon shape in the pitch-black sky as Shep continued to teach her from memory. The night was young at Fairbanks Diner. The winter had just begun.